Well, Keon, thank you for asking. I'm doing okay. So let's see. Can anyone not hear me? Okay, so can anyone not hear me now? I'm going to leave my video off. I think it's using too much bandwidth. Well, okay. Yeah, I did a speed check on my network connection and it's running fast, so I don't know what's going on. All righty. Okay, let's just try that all again. I'm going to share my desktop. And so we're here, and I'll turn this into student preview. Okay, here we go. So I was thinking I needed to put an announcement up, and I forgot to do it. I was considering the project that we were going to do. I'll go here to course material, show you what I'm talking about, where it says research project. We're not going to be able to do that. I cannot think of a way to make it work out. So instead, what we're going to do is have one additional lab report. Originally, we had one more lab in this class, like last semester we did, and I took it out because I wanted to do this project. So I'm just putting it back the way it was in the fall. So anyway, it'll be the same thing. So going back over here, oops, going back over there. Nothing else on announcements. Looking at assignments. Today being April 17th. What we got coming up is the topic introduction for thermodynamics and the homework for thermodynamics, and hopefully you guys have already made a lot of progress on that anyway. It's going to be due on the 20th. And then your lab report for last Monday is going to be due this Monday on the voltaic cell simulation. And remember that the final exam is going to be May 11th. So that's that stuff. I don't see anything else we ought to talk about. Looking here at sapling, like I said, on the 20th. I'll probably move these two electrochemistry assignments out a little bit because that's a little bit too soon. So anyway, that's all that kind of stuff. I'm going to stop sharing my desktop and ask if anybody has a question. Okay, not seeing anything. So, oh, sorry about that. My phone's dinging. Okay. Okay, that is Martiza saying she's having troubles logging in. I don't know what's up there. Okay, excuse me. What we'll do now is we'll go back into the thermodynamics chapter. So, and last time we stopped off here on this table, looking to see how the sign for the enthalpy and the sign for the entropy is going to determine the sign for the Gibbs free energy. And the Gibbs free energy sign will then determine whether the process is spontaneous in the forward direction or not. And we started on a worksheet. So I'll kill this now and we'll look at the worksheet. And and we did the first 3 questions, at least that's what I have here, and we did 4, but I said we ought to maybe look at it one more time. So looking at question 4, remember on all of these, what you're trying to do is figure out what the sign's going to be for the enthalpy and for the entropy. So first off, on the delta H for this reaction, the energy is on the product side. It's on the right side of the arrow. So that's going to make it endothermic, and therefore, no, it's going to make it I'm sorry, guys, exothermic. So if it's exothermic, then the sign is going to be negative. Then we try to figure out what's the sign going to be for the change in the entropy. And for that, we're starting out as a solid. We're ending up as an aqueous solution, 2 aqueous solutions. The molecules have more freedom than they did when they were solid. Therefore, that's going to increase the entropy, so its sign is going to be positive. And since then, if we look back at the Gibbs free energy equation up here, if we have a negative enthalpy and a positive entropy, we'll end up with a negative Gibbs free energy, and negative Gibbs free energy means that this will always be spontaneous. So that's where we stopped off last time. So now I want you guys to continue through 5, and then after you do 5, excuse me, after you do 5 and 6, then we're going to be doing 7, 8, 9, and 10, I think. And don't know what's happening here. That's weird. Anyway, we're going to be ending up on 10. But I'm going to put you guys in your groups so you can discuss this with each other, and then I'll be calling on the groups to get your answers. Now, since I had to exit out of Collaborate a couple times, I'm sure it lost all of my, where I'd put in your groups and which group you're assigned to, so you'll have to give me a moment to get that going. So it'll just take a second here, I hope. While I'm doing this, has anybody gotten the question since I last asked? Nope.